Good morning. So, as you can see, a lot of work going on. Beautiful day. This shed is just a mess of all sorts of varieties. Complete mess. We're working on the front facade of this. This fan, I left a little solar charger on it and it clearly just sucked all the power out of the battery. I don't know how that works, but it did. That's the current van, this is the new van. So we're going to do a wee bit of work on this today, but we have some good-ish news. Well, no, it's very good news. We have some good news of the car shed. Oh shit, we haven't put this back. So, in the car shed we go. Just need to turn some lights on. There we go. So, this pain in the hole has been, well, nothing short of a disaster, to be completely honest with you. A million and one things I'm seeing that just was terribly done by the guy who did the body work and the welding and shit. Just not clean at all, but we went into it with our eyes open. We knew it wasn't good, so we have figured out what is stopping the car from starting. Originally the diagnosis was that the injectors, basically we probed them, and whenever we probed them to put fuel into the engine, it would start and run for a few minutes. Whenever all the homework I did, all the Google searches and everything I did, where people were pointing to different things, but one thing someone said was a new coolant temperature sensor, so we fitted that. That didn't start, that didn't fix it. Still had the same problem. So then another thing that people pointed to, which cost me about 180 quid, was this, a valve pressure regulator, and again I fitted this. This wasn't the problem. So at this point, this was my last attempt. This was my last ditch effort to figure out what was wrong with it. We've done everything to it, and we just couldn't get it to start. And I thought it was maybe that there wasn't a high enough pressure being pushed into the injectors for them to open or fire, and that wasn't the case. So then I thought, has to be electrical. And whenever we removed this engine, the engine harness goes through here, through this bulkhead here. Whenever we removed this engine, we disconnected the ECU, and I'll just show you that now. That door needs realigned. So we also replaced the ECU 4 times to see if we had faulty ECUs. We got them cheap on eBay, so worth the punt. And what I noticed was this cable here connects together, but then there was this black cable which was just hanging, doing nothing, and I couldn't find a spade connector for it. So if you look way up in here, I'll get my torch. So if you look way up in here, I don't know if that's visible, this connector here was hidden way up inside the dash. So I found that, and I thought, right, we'll plug it in and see what happens. And lo and behold, car started. So I'll show you a clip. I'll put the clip in now of me getting it started and doing a stupid little dance because I was that happy. But I'll show you the car starting now. Just check the battery's connected. It is, and still some power in it. So okay, so maybe not. We had it going the other day. It's going to show me up. battery's low. You can't make this up. Like, this started first turn the other day after sitting for 4 years. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to just deal with my crap sketchy camera skills. I ain't rich with a million fucking... Right, get the power whipped on, give it a wee minute or two, waking that battery up. I thought I pulled everything out that could be drained, but we'll give this a second rip. Hold on. Make sure the cables aren't rooted anywhere. It's going to get caught with the fan. Yes, they are. As you can see, I'm a total fucking idiot when it comes to working on cars, but sure. Yeah, that's her. Right, give her a go. Battery's flat as a pancake. Brilliant. Let's give this a charge then. You think I just fucking do this for the crack? Right, so we're not getting the car started. It does start, promise you. But anyway, right, so this is the state of the whole place. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about it. There's just a lot that needs to go everywhere, and the place is a mess. So what I'm going to do is put this up on the wall, and get that out of the way, tidy up as much crap as I can. This is all the pile to go into this. This is all the trims and things that either need fitted or replaced. But yeah, everything's kind of just sitting places. I need to go through it and start tidying this place up, but we'll start now. So, leaving this on charge for a bit. I think it's time to change these wheels. Maybe stick on the new set. What do you think? Would you like to see the new wheels on? I think it'd look pretty good with new wheels. Bit ridiculous, if I'm honest. These aren't the wheels I'm putting on. I just thought I'd show you these. These are off a different car, but I have to say they do look pretty ridiculous. I'm almost tempted to put them on just to see what they look like. Safe to say, they look good. So, they're 18s, the ones in the corner that I just fitted for a bit of a joke. They're 19s, they're for another BMW which is going to be on the channel. But I think these look sick. An oil droops through here. We'll be happy to retire, I'd say. Tires flatter than mine. Okay, so wheels are on. There's the front wheel on. There's the back wheel on. You'll get a full view of it whenever it's dropped and outside, but we've got this charging. It's now just put on the 12 volt just to give it a straight shot jump rather than trickle. It was on trickle for about half an hour there, so we'll give it a jump and see what happens. Hopefully all being well, this all starts. There you go, that's more like it. First thing. You have no idea how happy I am that this is running, but this is the start of this thing being worked on and improved and made into the cool wee retro ride that it's going to be. We're going to bleed the brakes next. Brakes are spongy on this. It took me so long to figure out that you actually have to bleed the brake master cylinder last. So you bleed the back two brakes and then move to the front two, bleed them, and then the last thing to bleed is this puppy here, which is this little, I don't know if you can see that, but basically there's a little screw top there, there's a bleed nipple, believe it or not. So just undo that and let the pressure out and let the air out and then tighten it up. and that there will give you brake pressure. So I'm going to call over a wee helper to give me a hand. So next protocol is to go through all of this basically and make a bit of a pile for each part of the car. I've already started to sort of separate it here and basically put what needs to go inside the car inside and what needs to go in the boot at the back, and just start piecing the interior back together. The interior needs a shit ton of work, but I want to get it all in. These seats, I can't remember where I bought these from, but they're kind of period correct. These reupholstered, there's marks and holes in all of them, but they're dead on. The cushion inside them's pretty good, so get them re-leathered and done in a nice finish to match the interior. But all of the interior is missing, as you can see, so gonna try and put all this back in. So at this point I'm just organising the boxes, trying to get rid of rubbish. There's loads of trims, loads of bits for inside the car, loads of bits around the car. I'm just kind of putting it all together into a workable pile and preparing the car for me to take it out, because ideally I want to get this out today, do a first drive, even though it's just around the driveway. And yes, we do have a big bit of tarpaulin as a garage door at the minute, where I haven't had a chance to finish the front of it so I can put a garage door on. So we're doing that first. We're actually finishing it this weekend, and then hopefully in the next video you'll see a garage door on. The truth, we haven't got the front bumper on, but this is the car pretty much put together to the point where we can test drive it, make sure everything's changing gears and whatever. So yeah, first test drive in 5 years. Just filling up the tyre. Whenever I got these tyres installed, this front right one has never held air. Just a bad seal, it needs to be taken off and resealed. But yeah, this is kind of the end of the video. I'll include some clips of the exhaust revving. It sounds really good. I have an X pipe, it's pretty much a straight through with an X pipe. Doesn't sound too loud, and yeah, you'll hear it next. pretty good. That's literally its first time driving, moving under its own power in 5 years. Pretty happy, to be honest. I thought this car was junk and I was for writing it off. I was for just selling it for parts and just selling all the bits that I have sitting there. So it's a good moment, very good moment. Just means now we can put some time and love into making it a lot tidier. Like, as you can see, it's a bit of a mess in the engine bay. We need to ice blast the engine, get it all back to its original glory, and just tidy up a lot of loose, ugly ends.